about being alone with a guitar. There's really nothing that matches that type of performance or type of challenge, and I think I had been missing that for I'd had a full musical life for many years of playing with a band of people and playing in many different settings, but there's something very pure about that, and dangerous and open for possibility that you don't get in other settings. So it's been lovely to just remind myself of who I started out being. There's far more of a chance for happy accidents if you are playing solo, but not necessarily. Certainly not necessarily at all, not as a rule. I think that, as far as what seems to me what you're talking about is composition versus improvisation, and that's sort of something that I love is that there's these songs that I wrote, and then I might have recorded them a different way than I intended to or wrote them. So they have like this template that's on record, and then they've changed so much over the years because of those little accidents, because of those things. When I go back and I listen to a song, I might have played in a completely different key or a different tempo, or I've thrown in stuff that had nothing to do with the original concept, and that is from being able to play them year after year after year. One of the great, actually it was Pierre Ben-Suzanne, who is a wonderful guitar player, and he said, improvisation, and this is a guy who writes songs in the same tuning, and he's like a master at that, and he said improvisation is really the true test of your musicianship, because you've done all this writing, you know how to play the song, that's practice, but true musicianship is knowing how to write on the fly, which is improvisation, and I was really struck by that, and so that seems to, when you score a healthy balance between those two things, it's good for music. Well, it's wonderful to be able to have so much of a huge musical library, and my iPod is this big right now, and so now, of course, just traveling and playing and being able to send music to people, it's changed the board, and it's been democratic, and that's the beautiful thing. It's not been exclusive. I do, and it's been interesting. You talk about the death of the hi-fi. The guy that had the great record collection, or like the guy that had like every CD, that guy's gone. He doesn't exist anymore. He used to be a really popular dude, and he's gone, because we're all that guy. We could be that guy. Give me 10 seconds. It'll come down. It's interesting. So even being a DJ, it's that's taken on another definition, another skill, because you can't just play records. You have to mix them and make them your own and do all this really fun stuff. So I think that, it's obviously really beautiful, and music has started to, at least for me personally, it's become, there's things I listen to when I'm exercising, when I'm driving, or when I'm writing, or when I'm, there's availability 24/7 to have music in your life, and I think it's great.